What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I sort of forgot to do Sagittarius in my in my reading. I think it's because my phone was dying and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go, and I didn't even realize I forgot. So my bad, Sag. So I did kind of a spread, and I'm not sure how far out this goes, who this is for, but this is pretty crazy energy, and I feel like you guys are really nervous about something. Because you've had clarity about someone. It's like maybe you guys need to defend yourself. And I'm not trying to be like scary or anything, but I think that you need to stick up for yourself. Especially when it comes to people that are being manipulative. People that are fucking up your energy, and they're doing it on purpose. Because I think that, you know, this person is very selfish. This person will always be the victim. This person is a master at betrayal. And I don't think that you guys are really necessarily like pretending like you are the victim anymore. I see that you have moved past that. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to like spend time by yourself, but it's like you guys are afraid to come out of that, but they're just saying to have faith and be defensive, you know, don't really necessarily make any moves towards anything right now. Because there's some things going on where I feel like someone could be taming their behavior, but at the same time, this is you doubting yourself because of those insecurities that are coming, like popping back up. And I think it's because some of you are stuck in a cycle with someone that you're holding on to because for whatever reason, but at the same time, maybe there's someone that's holding on to you that has kind of went within to kind of figure out what they wanted. And I think that you've been recovering. I feel like all of the thoughts in your head, you're finally getting over that a little bit. We're still kind of avoiding this tower moment from falling down fully, even though maybe that's something that we should do, because this is still codependent. This is still like we need to forgive somebody. I think that some of us need to move on, especially from those people that betrayed us, especially from those people who were deliberately out of control with their words, and they could have been, they just brought violence into your life, and this person was out of control. So I think that we're just in contemplation. We're not exactly happy, but we're not exactly sad. We're kind of in our own bubble, but we just don't really feel happy because there's a level of disconnect from our feelings right now. And it has a lot to do with some people wearing a mask, some people not really wanting to express their emotions. Dealing with someone like this has kind of left us in this energy, but at the same time, there's someone who might be coming back around because they are insecure and they need you and they're worried, but there's probably because they might be sick, or there might be some kind of, in this isolation without you, they realized that they needed you. But yet there was a cycle that needed to end here, and it was this one where you were the one that was let down. You were the one that was depressed. You were the one that was disappointed. And I don't think these feelings have necessarily left. You guys are balancing out your emotions really well, though, now, especially that you have clarity about some things. And I think the Wheel of Fortune is going to be moving in your favor, so that maybe someone can come in and, you know, offer love. It could be a water sign. But I don't think we're ready for that. I think we're just kind of pulling back from everybody because that's what we need to do to recover right now, especially from this person who was in and out of our lives. And I would be careful about whatever love offer you take as well, because I think that it would be the same situation with this person. Investing into the right things, you know, paying attention. Maybe we're holding back. Maybe there is an earth sign who's holding on to us that still finds himself lost. Because they're stubborn and they don't have a job and they're really immature and they're probably not talking to you right now. Yeah, they're not talking to you, but yet they're not moving on from you. So you might be getting a message about something from them, some kind of something new that you want to start. Maybe this person wants to talk to you about moving forward in this energy because they have a lot of passion. They have... Maybe this person is finally getting some courage, but we're still in this stage. And why are they coming back? Because they got a divorce? Because they feel heartbreak and loss and depression? Well, the same thing that we felt when they left the last time. Or maybe it's about having these feelings be relevant, but still moving forward because we know what we want now. We know what we don't want. We know what we want. And I don't think that we have a whole lot of time for people that keep trying to come back from the past and offer this whatever community cup of love. You know, maybe it is about coming back together as friends, you know, because there's happiness here and enlightenment, and I think that there is a wish come true, but I don't feel like we even want it. Something might be relevant to children. There might be someone who's just really immature with their emotions, the way that they express their emotions. There could be something going on at your job. Maybe you have a new idea about a job where you want to work with someone who, maybe whatever work situation you guys are worried about, just have patience with it, because there might not be growth right now. But I think that once you cut the things out, or something along the lines of, there could be actually someone at your job that is lying or talking behind your back. Someone who could be a widow, and that's why things are kind of messed up at your job right now. So this is someone who is emotionally balanced, that wants to come into your life, but they are too busy working right now, and they are probably the jealous person that is envious of you for some reason. Because I think that this person was all about being single until they saw you kind of regain your power, or they saw someone else trying to offer something, so now they're jealous. So now there is this breakup and this tension and this separation, these arguments, because someone left a situation. Maybe you left a situation, but I feel like that's what caused all this mental conflict. This is what caused us to be in this energy of not knowing where we want to go, because we didn't see this coming, and we didn't know that this was going to end this way, because there's definitely a divorce here. There's just overall regrets with the situation, but at the same time, this person was the one who was deceptive, that caused all these fucking problems in our lives, because they wanted one thing. They would come in and out, but now here they are, not leaving. but just mentally conflicted and still involved in a situation where their thoughts revolve around whatever they went through, or this person is still being sneaky, this person doesn't know what they want, because their idea of relationships revolves around a really violent, abusive one. And I think that this person really wants to be with you. This person finds you really attractive. But they're still dealing with somebody else who is dependent on them and is smothering and insecure, and they're going through some family issues right now, because I think that maybe it's time to, this person finally told this other person no. And I think that it does have something to do with the soulmates. Someone who isn't really focused on the soulmate, though. They're focused on working on themselves or a situation, and they're more about logic, but they still haven't made a choice, and it's kind of affecting their finances as well. And I think that if this person is still married to this person, it's definitely affecting their finances, and it's in affecting the situation moving forward with you and this person, because this other person isn't going to let them go. So they're not able to give you the time that they should be able to. The bottom of the deck for the table is the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. The feelings that come along with the thought of a soulmate or a twin flame at this point are not good feelings. There's still loss, there's regret, there's grief. We feel like we're abandoned and that we were unloved by this person. So we're like, do we defend ourselves against them? Do we let them have their karma with this person that they just don't want to let go of? Do we admit the fact that we have a karmic soulmate who is also really manipulative, because we don't know who they are, because they don't ever really tell us anything? This could be this person taking off the mask, but the setup of the cards, we don't want them back into our lives if they're going to be on the same bullshit. And how are we supposed to know? Because all we know from this person is loss in a lot of parts of our lives, and regret and grief, and they always leave. So now we have some new people trying to come into our lives, because you gotta love Mercury retrograde, because now we have a water sign and a fire sign, and we're trying to make a choice, like, do I want the water sign who probably was involved with someone else, and we didn't want the same shit in the past, so we have clarity about this person now, and maybe we don't really want them. This isn't what we thought it was, because this person's pulling away. I don't think that we want them. You have a fire sign who wants to come back in and solve some problems, but they just mostly are avoiding the conflict that comes with this conversation, because they know that there were other people involved in the past as well, but I don't think they want to fight with you anymore. They want to solve the problems of the past, because you guys are being recognized. You're getting a lot of attention. Might be getting a promotion. This talks about good news. There could be good news when it involves a legal issue. Maybe this other party wasn't taking accountability. But at the same time, the Justice card in reverse talks about dishonesty and unfairness and legal problems. But I see there being victory in this. When it comes to heartbreak, it's because someone could never make a decision. Someone never made a decision. There was always balancing, juggling. And if it's not two people, it's two things. Whether it's just, it's like we never felt like they chose us. So we're just kind of trying to take a step back and be aware that maybe there's some things that we don't know. There's some things that we can't see, and there's a lot of fear and illusion around that, which brings on all this depression and this illness and this insecurity and this feeling of being discouraged. Because there, you know, was there a Taurus or an Aries in your life that you thought was this respectable person, you know, that could bring about structure and authority, but all they really brought was carelessness and only wanting to come back when they realized that they were going to lose you. Someone always took advantage of you because you were naive, but in reality you just wanted them. You wanted to be married to them. You wanted to be with them because you thought that they were something that they weren't. And so now we're at this energy of just pushing everyone away because it's easier to do that, and we do need to set boundaries for people because this could be a test of courage and persistence. Are we going to let someone come back in our life that just is going to be attached to us and like leeching off us, but still struggling because it's still a fucking one-sided situation with this person? Are they actually going to help us this time? Or are they just going to leave us mentally conflicted? Or are these just the thoughts that are going over and over in our head because we don't know? Because there was a pretty fucking painful ass ending here. And all we are is confused. We don't know what we want to choose. It's like we want to compromise about something, but all we are focused on was how bad this hurt. Now, Sagittarius, you guys are healing. There could be someone who wants to come back into your life that was really dependent on you and they were really insecure. Or maybe we're just healing from this person who had another person in their life that fucked them up, so they fucked us up, and we're finally walking away from this devil that's been relevant for far too long because we're walking away from this abusive ass situation once and for all. Or maybe this person finally walked away from someone who is abusive. But either way, judgment is here. There's a call that, you know, someone does want another chance, or maybe this is about finally making the call or having the clarity for your own life and making a final decision so you can be brought closer to your purpose. Because this person that left and wanted to be single so bad also got left. So now the Strength card is here about taking control, loving yourself, being confident. This either kind of is causing them to come back into our lives and offer something stable. Or maybe this is about us loving ourselves and taking control of the situation and understanding that this stable ground can be done regardless, because it's not like they ever gave us something stable in the past. That we alone can leave a legacy and build our foundation on a solid ground with or without this conflicted ass energy. It's going to be up to us to decide what it is that we can get over and move into stability with. But there does need to be some healing. There does need to be a decision. And I just don't feel like there's been one made on either side of the fence, even though there's love here. I don't know if some things can be forgiven, and I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing, because sometimes we need to take a second to think about the things, because, you know, someone did break our heart, but I think what we don't know is maybe they're coming back a different person now. But it's like, it's always going to be something we second guess, because here we got two people coming out the woodwork. Or is this about us being emotionally balanced and us standing in the power of saying, I know what I want and I'm going to move forward and I'm going to get it because the victory is mine. Taking out the people that's come to stand in our way, like this little dragon is. Pulling our emotions away from people that don't deserve them. Moving away from bullshit that maybe we're sad about, but in reality we're the ones that are going to have the victory at the end of the day. Because I think that we can make this decision. And some of us have a goddamn earth sign in our life that just brings drama, okay? Always brings drama, especially when it comes to love and partnership, because their idea of love and partnership is more than one fucking person. Or is it about understanding that there are going to be obstacles when it comes to this person, because that's just how it is? There's going to be some challenges when it comes to love and partnership with this person, probably because they don't fucking communicate. They'll just go into hibernation for however long. And it's like, part of you wants this, part of you loves this person. But I don't know if the balance thing is here for this person, because how can you balance, how can it be a balance of two people with patience and compassion when there's always fucking drama and other people involved? Because of whatever reason, maybe they're conflicted, but it is, if you want to get past it, I think that it can be done. You can handle people on your own terms, but there's going to be some blocks in the way, because someone is still really disconnected from their feelings. It could be on both sides of the fence at this point. Someone just wants an equal give and take, and I think that someone wants to come in and offer that, but you're just like waiting for something. It feels like you've been waiting for them forever. And is there another person involved? And it's like, I don't want to give my emotions to them, because all it ever leaves me is fucked up in the head. Even though this person is your soulmate and they make you really happy, are they going to work with you, or are they going to let their ex come back for the 50th time? And, you know, it's like they're not even paying attention to what's there, because they keep going back to the same shit and having all these choices. But then it's like, are they making this choice even though they know they have a twin flame? They're still holding back. They're holding on to the wrong shit, and maybe they want to communicate this love, but they're still stubborn as fuck. And there's going to be truth in this situation, and it's going to be up to you guys. But my best advice is to not really make any decisions right now, because there's a lot of stress around this. There's a lot of burdens that you've had to carry, and we're working on ourselves right now. We're just now getting back to a good place. And I think that it's okay to retreat from things and rest and spend time alone to recover, because that's kind of the lesson that we need to learn, is how to love ourselves, because if we don't, who will? And we've been shown enough times what we bring into our lives when we don't. When we just have this idea of passion and try to start something new, but then this betrayal is like the shit done behind your back. And it's like, this person is focused on time and money and what's attractive, maybe a Scorpio, in addition to you, that maybe they ended things with this person, or maybe they went through some kind of transformation, or it's about really big changes coming in, but there is a reunion here that's balanced. But it's like a reunion with how many people? How many people are this water sign involved with, or this Scorpio involved with, that you can let this person back into your life, but they were with somebody who was with a lot of people. And I don't know the basis of love here, because I just see passion and I see time and money, but I also see a lot of fish in this sea, and having clarity and speaking your truth. But I feel like someone always just runs away from their feelings. I don't even see feelings from this person. I see them thinking they are like, you know, there's growth and expansion in areas of their life, but this is about logic. This isn't feelings. This is, how can we move forward but still not really make a decision, you know? Because I think that it's time for us to cut out some things that we invested some time into, especially offers of love that come from something that we probably needed to walk away from in the past for a reason. I mean, I definitely see new starts, but I also see things that need to go. I see things that we know are toxic. And I see things still being juggled. I don't feel like the Sag wants the same thing from this person anymore. I feel like we wanted this person or this thing in our lives, but when we finally get it, I don't even feel like we're the same person anymore. And I don't feel like we're the ones that are attached anymore. Because we're no longer under the illusion with this. We can make changes to this situation without having to manipulate it, because that's what some people do. Be careful what you're manifesting back into your life, because someone wants to come back now that they don't have anywhere to go, or now that you left them but they're still all about themselves. Or could this be about us manifesting this into our lives, but with happiness and in being independent is something we can do on our own? Because maybe we're manifesting money in, and then we figured out we have to do it ourselves. That the key to happiness is ourselves. But then there's still this other person who comes in and doesn't say much and wants to work together, but I don't know where the emotions are for this person. Where there's growth and expansion and time being put in, but to how many people are we putting time into? How many people are being offered a new start at the same time? And I feel like these are just recurring thoughts in this situation, because damage has been done for us, and we know what we want. We can get what we want, and that's because we've mastered ourselves, because we don't lie to ourselves. We're completely honest with ourselves. We've faced our demons, we're confident, and we know that we can get to where we want to go, and we know what we want, and we're going to get it. Nothing is going to stop us. Some of you guys need to free yourself. Take back control of yourself. Take back control of your life, and it might involve a soulmate. Or some of you guys need to free yourself from a situation that you're in right now so that your soulmate can come back into your life. If you're doubting if this person was your soulmate, they probably are. But whether or not they're karmic is something that I would Google if I were you. Seems to be a lot of confusion about holding on to soulmates when half of them are karmic and you're not supposed to hold on to them. Someone could be getting engaged to their soulmate. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Retreat, the time has come to disconnect from the world, whether it's by yourself or with another person. Let this person express their love to you for once. Show and prove, Sag. To anybody who tries to come back into your life, it's time to show and prove. Because I'm tired of assuming and pretending things are okay. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's about time that people either make it pretty clear and prove that things are different. Because we're not going to put up with the same shit anymore. We've been through too much and we've came a long way. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.